Hi, this is Linda Watson with Cook for Good. I'm here at the International Association of Culinary Professionals in New York City, and I'm with one of my heroes, Crescent Dragonwagon, author of the new book, Bean by Bean. Crescent is just revered by cooks everywhere. She's the author of The Passionate Vegetarian. And many, many other books. Your book is just full of not only fabulous recipes, but lots of bean history, lore, quotes. What's some of the most interesting things that you found out about beans in researching this?
Well, one thing I love is that beans are useful to human beings and to the planet at almost every stage of their existence. So you have a little dry bean in your hand, let's say, and you could add 1,000 of its fellows and cook it up, soak it and cook it up, and it's dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. Or you could take that bean and soak it and sprout it, and then it's a stir fry. Also for dinner, right. Maybe night after, 2 nights away. Soon. And soon. Yeah. And it's, by the way, nutritionally offers very different things as a sprout than as a dry bean. Oh. Now, you could also take that bean and plant it in the earth. And as long as you don't keep pulling back the earth to see, have you germinated yet? That bean is going to come up. And, of course, beans are the first thing that we grow when we're in kindergarten because they're such a clear, they come up quickly and dramatically, and you see the sprout come up like a carrot sprout, takes a long time, and it's little skinny thread-like, but beans are hardy, and they have that little cotyledon hat with the 2 leaves and the broken bean, so you know what it is, and it comes up. And then at that point, if that bean is a pea, and they're all in the same family, right. You can eat the pea shoots and some bean shoots as well. Then eventually it starts to leaf out, and there are some varieties of beans that you can even eat the tender leaves. And then it grows up to be a bush, or if it's a pole bean, my favorite kind of beans to grow, they begin to twine up the bean pole beautifully, yes. And they begin to make blossoms. And almost all beans, the blossoms are edible. You can add them to salads. And scarlet runner beans, all of them attract bees and other pollinators to the garden. And the scarlet runners, which have bright red flowers, attract the hummingbirds. So it's pretty wonderful to be out in the garden when the scarlet runners are blooming. And then they make long, skinny little green pods, and you can eat them at that phase. And then if you let them keep growing, then they become what we call shellies or shell beans or shuck beans, where you shuck off the pod, which by then has become kind of fibrous and tough, and inside they look almost like dry beans, but they're still fresh. They'll cook in 20 minutes as opposed to a couple of hours, and they're quite beautifully colored at that point. Yes. The scarlet runners at that point are fuchsia pink with kind of purple mottlings on them, just because creation was feeling playful that day. Who knows? Same day they put pink and green spots on the brook trout. Yes. No special reason, just felt like it. Right. And then if you let those beans stay until the pod got completely dried, and then you take off the pod, then you have a dry bean, and you can start the whole cycle all over again.